All right, 8th graders, so we're going to start this last section, or this last video of section 2, and we're going to be talking about the substitution property. So just keep in mind, like in any sport, when you have someone replace another person on the field or on the court, that we call that person a substitute because they are replacing. Or if someone comes to replace me for the day because I'm out sick or I have something I have to be at, we call them a substitute because they are replacing me for the day. So in math, a number will replace a variable when we, whether we find what it equals or we say what it equals, and so then we substitute it in to check or verify or evaluate. And evaluate means to simplify an algebraic expression. So we're going to start with, here's our first algebraic expression, x squared plus x minus 12 divided by y squared. And so we want to find the value of the expression for x, or if x is 5 and y is 2. So what that means is I'm going to replace each x with 5. I highly suggest putting them in parentheses because if we were to have a negative number, we wouldn't want to lose our sign amongst everything else in our operators. And then we're going to make our y a 2. So we end up with 2 squared. All right, so now we have 5 squared plus 5 minus 12 divided by 2 squared. From here, we follow order of operations, which means find your grouping symbols. Well, yes, we have parentheses, but none of them are grouping operations together. So parentheses don't matter on this one. We're going to now move to simplifying exponents. So I've got one here, 5 squared. You should know that 5 squared is 25. And I'm just going to rewrite the rest of the problem now. And then I also have 2 squared, and 2 squared is 4. Now from here, our next step in order of operations would be multiplication / division from left to right. So from left to right, I've got addition, subtraction, and then division. So this division is going to be my next step. 12 divided by 4. So we're going to get 25 plus 5, and then 12 divided by 4 is going to give us 3. And so now we have 25 plus 5 minus 3. And then from here, from left to right, 25 plus 5 is 30. I was getting ahead of myself. And then 30 minus 3 is 27. And so then that's, we substitute the values in and then evaluate using order of operations. All right, next example. What is the value of the expression if x is 5 and y is 2? So again, I'm going to use those parentheses. I'm not going to make the outside parentheses a bracket. So I'm going to replace the x with 5 and the y with 2. And then I'm squaring what's in my bracket divided by 5 times 2. All right, so from here, I go to my grouping symbols. Most of my parentheses here are just around the numbers that I'm plugging in. So really, it's my bracket. And so now inside of that is multiplication. So I'm going to take 5 times 2, which is 10. And so we'll have 10 squared over. And because this is being grouped, since it's a fraction bar, we have our top group and our bottom group, I can go ahead and take that 5 times 2 on bottom. So now I know I have 10 squared divided by 10. Now before you go and make this 1 on me, don't. We've got to evaluate the squares. So 10 squared is 100. And then we'll do 100 divided by 10, which is 10. And that's our final answer, right? If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Peace out, 8th graders.